Normal introductions are in order. So, welcome to another multiplayer session of ours. Um, this week we are doing Prismata, mainly because I tested out a new code service, and this is one of the codes I got from it. Interestingly enough, that's kind of immaterial to the code because it's free to play now. Like, but the way the way this Woovit service works, you've got to work you when you get a code, you got to do a video, and then you get redeemed, and then you can get another code. It, it's how they keep you honest. So,
Mm-hmm.
in the interests of obligation, we present Prismata, a very curious card game, I guess. I guess strictly I guess they could be tiles or, some other square thing,
Yeah.
but functionally they're cards.
Yeah, honestly, I think it'd be more like a tile game because you don't really have the option to trade
Yeah,
your stuff between other people. So it's more like a set tile based game.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Plus, there are no values, there are no modifiers. If this were an actual card game, it'd be pretty simple,
Mm.
if I'm being honest. Like, um, that being said, the game itself isn't, you know, it's simple on the surface, but it gives way to deeper tactics.
Mm.
How many of those are going to be on display is up in the air because, it's like, we're not exactly dealing with an expert prison here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's like we just spent the past, 30 minutes? Oh, no, even longer. Um, Giving Petty Fan a crash course in this game because he did not do the single player stuff before broadcast time,
Mm.
and given that he is the one who is the perspective of broadcast, he kind of needs to know these things.
Yep.
No. That being said, this is a two-player game only, so representing the rest of us this time is Twilight, since he hasn't done, he hasn't gotten the spotlight in a good long while.
Indeed.
Like, so he's our other guinea pig. He's more familiar with the game anyway, so it's not like there's a big edge in skill here.
Mm.
Anyway, so you guys take it away.
All
All
right.
right.
You're gonna wanna while I look over some of the stuff you're gonna want to see about setting up the room thing, Twilight. But I guess something we
All
should
right.
mention is the shop, Adam. While Twilight gets that set up. The whole what are the different tiers? There's the $25 tier, which basically buys you the rest of the game. This is very much a free to start game. If you want single player, you get the first chapter for free.
Yeah, if you're in it for the story, which
Yeah.
I mean, it is. There is a story at least.
And then there's also like Golden Pass allows unlimited rewards and rank play, extra 5 power cores, the extra shards, which I think that's like their premium currency. 20%. Yeah, it basically just gives you a whole bunch of like freemium reward type things. And then they have tiers going up all the way up to $120, which
Gets you a lot of bonuses, and some of the bonuses are like ongoing on a multiple per week basis.
yeah, like you get like outside game rewards as well, like the I think the soundtrack, yeah, the soundtrack. You get all the avatars. You get a custom avatar. Special skins, stuff like that. So Like, if you're really into the game and want to give them a lot of money, you'll get rewards in return. And then they have shards, which I don't know what those do. Anyway. Oh.
Are you ready there?
Yeah. Did you send me the
Come on here,
thing?
just a moment. Attack.
Oh, hey, Fragments of Silicon. I know that streamer.
Alright, I sent you the invite.
Alright. Yeah, random who starts first. And, like, you have a whole bunch of things, like, when more sets are unlocked, you can basically choose different expansions and whatnot. And then you, like, to basically start, you swipe some cards, like, at the start, just are drones to get money. And then your engineers who are up front will auto trigger.
Yeah, it's displayed like a card game, but the game flow of this is really basically a turn-based strategy game, only without any kind of positioning stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah, you have a whole bunch of options over here on the side of what you can do with the resources you get. Oh, I almost ended my turn abruptly.
Stay with us, Petty.
No. I want to find my homeland.
I'm doing the single-player campaign, and I'm on the second level, and then one of the goals is win by turn 17, and I'm having a hard time figuring out how to do that.
It's probably a calculated set.
Yeah.
That being said, it is an optional goal, so...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if I could.
I mean, I think that's the point. See if you can. I'm not sure.
But yeah, as you can see right now, we have a set of resources we can draw from, but at the moment, me and Petty only have gold and I forgot what the blue thing is called. So
Betharium?
Bohemium.
Or Bohemium? Something like
Bohemian, yeah.
Bohemium, yeah.
It's materials.
Yes.
Yeah, the materials are resources.
You can substitute it from pretty much any type of material from almost any card game.
Yeah. And basically our goal right now is... go ahead.
You have three currencies. You have currency, energy, and materials. And then some of these things require other stuff, it looks like, but...
And also, like, the attacking enemies and stuff, they have what's basically like summoning sickness, where they can't move their first turn.
Yeah.
Alternately, in real-time strategy games, everything has a one-turn construction phase, or... Not real-time, turn-based strategy, everything has a one-turn construction time.
Requires additional pylons. Wait, wrong game. And, like, when you attack, the person who's defending picks what's basically being attacked.
Indeed. And right now, our engineers are our only defenses.
Whittling away, slowly but surely. Eventually, I'll start pay dirt. Oh no, now he has attacking stuff. Whatever will I do? Alright. What can you do with that? That. And that, why not? Like, I think one of the biggest things I'm not a big fan with in this game is you don't get to, like, stockpile resources for later. You have to use them all that turn.
Yeah, actually, I think you can.
Mine, it comes
I
up
mean,
with resource wasted and they just disappear.
Oh, that might be a campaign-only thing then.
Yeah.
Well, I know in the campaign you can stockpile them.
You can stockpile money.
Yeah, the money. Yeah.
You can't stockpile Bohemium.
Yeah, and in
Alright.
this one you can't. In like online you can't. Which I can kind of see for balancing, but
Yeah.
it's still kind of irksome. And like since Twilight's attacking, I can basically pick my defense.
Yeah, once you have something like a force field or wall up, you can pick whatever you want to have attacked.
Oh right, I need to commit. I keep forgetting I need, the whole 2-click thing. Oh no, more money. And that one gives the red Repellis? Repelcus?
Replicase.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
English is hard, and I don't think that's English. Almost like science fiction stuff uses their own made-up language.
Indeed.
Go for broke. Go for broke. Go for broke. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, my leg. Oh no, not the wall. Anything but the wall. Oh god, not more force fields. You monster. Eventually I'll chip my way through. Admittedly not the best strategy, but it's the best I got right now. Oh, that's new. That's bad. And yay, I think that kills your wall. Yay, and now I start killing engineers. And like, one thing about this one is when you use like your drones and stuff, it technically takes away from your defense. So,
Indeed.
something to keep in mind. Oh no, I have to get rid of one of my engineers, you monster. Slowly but surely, chipping away at the front line.
There's some such things. It's not the most exciting game to commentate over.
No, no, it's not. Oh, you bastard. What you need more engineers for, buddy?
You'll find out.
And like, the Tressier card I just put down actually takes 2 turns to build, so that's the thing. Tally ho! Oh, right. God damn it. Oh no, not another wall. Yay. Just keep killing things, it's fine. Okay. Oh. Requires additional pylons.
So do the
Mhm.
green and red resources do anything different than the other ones, or are they just different things that are required for different stuff?
They're required for other units, basically.
But yeah, I can see this game being kind of a monster to keep track of, like, in real life.
Which is a good thing why it's virtual.
Mm-hmm. Almost like stuff like this and, like, Hearthstone. Much easier to keep track of digitally. Oh no, a force field. Whatever will I do? Alright. Hurt the defense is hard. Oh no, not two walls. Whatever will I do?
So there are new units you can unlock somehow, I think, through single player or something, but I don't know how much variety there is in those.
Yeah, that's something that might need to be looked into at some point. Yay. More walls. Can he build 6 walls and make a cube? Oh, that's a problem. Oh man, we just got a follower. Homeless. Oh, a host. Hi, homeless too. And the rest of their
Cool.
people.
Maybe somebody from the Prismata community?
Maybe?
It is. Yeah, I saw a streamer on here earlier called Homeless.
I mean, that would make sense since this game does show who is streaming at any given point.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess for everybody who's new here, we are mostly a podcast Twitch channel, but we do other stuff on the side, like Final Fantasy 14. And we also like do multiplayer nights of various games for obligation and for not sometimes.
Game reviews,
Mhm.
interviews. We do a lot of stuff these days.
Mhm. Yeah, our main shows are Wednesdays and Tuesdays, and reviews are Sundays.
Yeah. Also, there's going to be a lot of dead space, so to speak, in this because
Yeah, we're this is a thought intensive and not very visually dynamic game.
though we can assure you it is fair since this isn't an actual card game, so
Right.
nobody's even if Twilight were looking at the screen, a petty fan, it's like he'd be seeing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what the hell am I doing?
Question for the ages.
The main reason why we don't do full screen is mostly because it doesn't play nice with my computer because I only have a single monitor, and also we have the background so nobody tries. We don't have a problem with people trying to steal footage and whatnot. Because we
Yep.
do have YouTube friends who that's happened.
It's like, I mean, and just having
Well, one of these days when Petty Fan gets 2 monitors on his computer and stuff, then we maybe have
Like, yeah,
better resolution.
I would love to have full screen games, but having a single display, I can't see chat if I do that. Oh.
I only have myself to blame.
You know what you did.
Yeah, no, I goofed around too much and didn't actually try to attack.
Something about Icarus?
I guess you gotta.
To the sun there.
That's game capture is what I do use for the game itself. It's just like the reason why I have our little branding hiding out in there is just so if somebody's using basically stealing our footage, it's easier to see. But yeah, like I've been trying to mess around with the window scaling. I could make it a little bit bigger, but like, does that help? What the hell am I doing? Transform. There's center. And bring it down a bit. Alright, yeah. This has been an ongoing work in progress for how long, Adam?
You mean the current game or what?
Yes. Also, just getting stream stuff set up. I can never tell how big to make things.
Wait, I'm still alive?
Not quite enough this time. What can you do?
I really can't do anything. Just take my head off now.
What if I want to? What if I want to let this go on? Be, as they say, a dick. Fine, mercy killing. Yay! I'm a winner. And like, oh, I guess you do get different cards to unlock when you level up.
Yeah, I got something called a Mega Splitter.
I got Drake and Energy Matrix, but it doesn't look like there's any way to trade them.
Yeah, those are like, well, they're not like they're units that you can build now, and those are the first two that I unlocked in single player mode too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not random, I believe. I think they unlock in a certain order, and like it said, once you get to level 40 in the game, you'll have all of them.
Which that's nice, because some games like this, you know, you can hit level cap and you're still, you know, looking for stuff. You either have to buy it off the shop or meet special conditions. You know, there's not a guarantee you'll have everything if you reach level cap, basically. I guess thoughts so far?
What, on the game itself?
Yeah.
Like,
it looks okay enough, but it could be a little bit more dynamic.
Like,
yeah, it's an okay game.
I mean, I suppose a good question here is why this isn't. I mean, if it's in early access because of the not complete, you know, the upcoming episodes. Because honestly, from what I've seen, this looks pretty complete and polished. Like, so, and I'm also wondering how long the early access period is for.
Yeah, I mean, this seems mostly like it's a complete game. I guess the main sticking point I have on it is just visualizing it as like a strategy game, and the lack of positioning really throws me off.
Yeah, like I wish they were like, if they make like further this concept, like make like models that actually do something kind of like Advanced Wars.
Yeah, and if I think about it as a card game, then the resource system is way too complicated.
Yeah.
It's
But
like it's
it's-
trying to be a happy medium of the in between, and it works. It just always feels a little bit weird.
Oh, somebody
Yeah,
in
we have
the yeah.
someone in the chat that
Yeah,
that's considering
that-
early access because the full single player campaign isn't released. So
I can respect
That's-
that.
makes sense.
yeah, that makes sense.
Because, yeah, only 3 of the episodes are out right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, well, honestly, none of us have played super far in the campaign except for maybe Twilight, but it seems interesting enough.
And for those of you who play the game, what are the shards for? Because I'm not really sure, like, what those do exactly.
Well, I guess is that they're
what can you
in-game
buy with the
currency.
shards? Are there
Wow.
some cosmetic stuff or what? Yeah, they're to buy skins apparently.
Ah. Oh, just skins?
Just skins, cosmetic.
So,
Right.
basically, unless you're getting one of these out of the packs, if you want to support the game that way, they're not really all that worth it, I'm guessing.
Well, there's a separate entry for skins
Yeah.
there than Avatar, but yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you want to get the full game, you get a bunch of shards with that, I think. So.
Yeah, you get 2,000 shards, which...
Yeah, I do approve of the fact that while you can spend money to customize stuff, it's not, you don't get any actual real advantage for doing that, and you don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have a fancy avatar and whatnot.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you even like any of the stuff you pick up is randomized. So.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, here are the skins. Like, yeah, basically the icons look different is what I'm getting at here. Yeah. Like, I could see if, like, they released a super cool skin, like, as long as the price is right. You know, like, okay, that one's 699 shards, and that equates out to be little over $5.
So aside from having to pay for if you want to get, the whole story mode, it seems like you can do reasonably well in this game.
Yeah, you can basically unlock.
Insofar as a competitive scene develops without any actual money input.
Yeah, and like you can basically quote unquote buy the game, and you can get a few skins too, which that's not bad. Like, I could see if I ever got into this, some of these look kind of interesting. I might consider looking at, though, but... and, like,
nice.
yeah, if you can unlock them through gameplay grinding, too, that's one thing we do actually like, is not just pay for things, if you can earn it through gameplay.
Yeah.
It looks like one of the things you do get if you buy some of the higher tiers is like you get rewards more and faster, but
And that's perfectly fine. For those of you who don't want to wait, here, throw some money at the developers. If you're fine with working towards it, that's cool too. So, anything else we have to say on this?
I think we're good.
Oh, yeah, the unlimited golden ticket thing.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the golden rewards.
Makes your grinding of shards cosmetics.
Yeah, I think it mostly makes you earn more stuff faster.
And is the golden ticket, like, you get it forever? It's not one of those 30 days of premium membership, or...
It doesn't seem to be. It's unlimited golden rewards. Usually they would have to, or I would hope if it was limited, they would say, forever.
Yeah,
forever is nice.
The name itself says that much.
Yeah, it seems fair enough. I mean, I'm not. It seems like as far as free-to-play games go, it seems very fair about that. I
Yeah,
just
compared to the last card game, which was that Fable one, which, oh boy,
yeah.
if you
Well,
wanted to
and
grind for
that
the
even
rest of
made
your
opening
life,
the card packs obnoxious.
yeah. And this one,
Oh,
you don't
yeah,
have
that.
to really deal with that. You kind of
Yeah.
level up, and they're like, here you go.
Yeah.
Short, simple, I like that.
Yeah, the only real issue I have with this game is that just the gameplay doesn't really super grab me. It's
Yeah.
a little bit slow and
This is another one of those that would definitely benefit with like a or play by mail system, like
maybe.
the Obliteracy did.
Well, there's a little bit more interactivity to it with like the blocking and stuff.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But I guess the play is strictly sequential. Like you don't have to do anything on the other person's turn.
Yeah. Like I can't, use a counter trap or whatever, like if this was like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping that Yeti was a counter trap type
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
I
like
was disappointed.
yeah, like definitely like some stuff to do on your opponent's turn would be nice if they want to keep it this way. Like the best we have is when my opponent ends their turn, I can pick what they're attacking, which that's cool. But
as long as you have some blockers.
yeah, I'm still kind of, if my opponent's thinking out their move, I'm just kind of sitting there. If I already have what I want to do mostly planned out, I'm just kind of sitting there looking at my phone or maybe on Twitter or something and not really engaged with the game directly.
Well, if you had more experience, you'd know what you were doing faster, and your opponent would know what they were doing faster. And it does seem like there's enough nuance to the like in strategy to the versus play that actually you could get into that.
Yeah, thinking 4 moves ahead. So we're basically playing chess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bad at that kind of math, which is why I was only doing mediocrely at the single player, but
Fair enough, yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
it seems like an interesting game. It's just not super my style.
Like, I'm kind of interested. Like, if I have more free time, I might look at it some more. But
Yeah, I
that
like it
might
well enough
be,
myself.
yeah, that might be an off-season thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, streamlining is something they do better than stuff like Hearthstone. Hearthstone's a fucking mess. Ooh.
It looks like a mess.
Right, so is that everything we need to talk about?
From what I can think of, unless somebody in the chat brings up something else real quick. Having a chat to talk to is really nice.
It is.
Yes. On that note, if you enjoyed tonight's broadcast, just hit the subscribe button and that bell, as you will be informed when we go on air.
Well, follow for those of you on Twitch. This should be going to YouTube as well, so that's more what that's for.
Well, we do interviews, we do reviews, and we do gameplay and multiplayer gameplay. And Betty Fan streams Final Fantasy 14 sometimes.
It's like,
yeah. And we also have a Discord linked down below if you are interested in that. We might see about, if we get to this, maybe playing with Discord in the off season, which should be end of the year, I believe, is when we're taking our break.
Yeah. Well, it's like a break.
Yeah.
It's Christmas break, but it's not our mid-season break.
Yeah. Unless other things turn about, then it might turn into that, but
we'll deal with that when we come to it.
But yeah. all in all, interesting game. I might see about playing more in the campaign and see if I
Actually,
learn.
yeah, check out the armory, see what that is.
Armory. There it is.
Ah, okay.
Minigame you use to get skins and stuff.
I'm guessing you get the power core from like the campaign or something, or just playing. Now, here's a real question for the chat. Will the campaign basically teach me how to play the game effectively, or is that something I have to learn on my own?
Yeah, it'll
It
teach
certainly,
episode.
yeah, it
Yeah.
draws you through the stages of unlocking different things and learning how,
Yeah.
basically how to
Yeah.
start from different levels of resources
Yeah.
and there it goes to like puzzles.
Yeah.
And
And-
the combat scenarios you unlocked are also random, or not random, but they're just free battle things where you try to win with what you're given.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, it'll teach you step by step.
Because yeah, there are definitely like mechanics to learn, and you need to figure out like, oh, it's better if I build this first and then make sure you have enough of this thing, because then later on you can build this thing that gets rid of the first thing, but does something good when you do that.
Yeah, and that's good, because there are some games like this that the campaign is just, glorified free battles that have a plot afterwards. So
Encountered those games before.
yes, we have. We have
Fable
video.
Fortunes comes to mind there.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that's everything for this game.
At least at this point.
Yes, we may be looking
Also-
back into this.
Yeah, this actually looks like it might be worth coming back to. So
Well, also worth noting, this is strictly speaking, a preview of the game since it's early access.
Yeah.
we have a policy, even though this game seems to be mechanically complete more or less. We still have a policy of not reviewing something until it's out of early access.
Yeah, because we've been
Yeah.
burned on that before many a time.
Yeah.
And in the case of this, like, it's missing, content. It's missing 2 episodes, which have a general release date of fall 2018, but that's, that's up to December. So
Yeah, until Steam says it's officially not out of early access, we're still basically early access. I mean, yeah, this looks complete. If somebody
It
told
does.
me this was a finished product, I'd believe them.
Yeah.
But while we're waiting for the devs to, officially put the out of early access on it, we still got to treat it as such.
because they could change things,
Mhm.
they could add things.
Even though they're probably just going to release the last 2 chapters.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, so yeah, that'll about do it for this broadcast. Once again, if you liked what you saw, subscribe by hitting the requisite tabs. You don't have to smash them. It's like smashing virtual
If you in
tabs.
fact smash the like button, we are not responsible for damage to your touchscreen.
Yeah.
Or your hand in general.
It's like I don't know why that became a thing, but it's like maybe it's a power word, but yeah, it's like that doesn't actually do anything when it doesn't actually exist in real concrete matter terms.
It might be something to enforce agency or something. I don't know. Let's go find Matt Pat and ask him.
Anyway, we'll be back on Sunday as we have a couple games to review. We'll be reviewing Solid Aether and Game Dev Studio. And no, not the dev kit. It's an actual game. It's a tycoon game. And no, it's not Game Dev Story either. That's a different game tycoon game. Yes, there are more than one of these. Like,
Hey, you never know. Some people just really want to pretend to be making video games without all of the soul-crushing crunch time and
I mean, it's kind of
financial uncertainty of actually doing so.
Yeah, it's like, mind you, those things are kind of in this game, but more on that on Sunday.
Yeah, and I
So,
guess real quick from me is I should be live streaming Final Fantasy XIV Saturday, unless we're missing people, because I don't like to stream when we do a pickup group thing, because, ooh, bad things have happened. Like the bad reputation type things, not us looking bad.
Yeah.
on that note, I shall wish you good gaming.